What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, and today I'm going to go over January 2021 Air Jordan release dates. Now, if you got a second, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Like I always say, there's a possibility that a release date could change or one get added in. So in the case that it does, there will be a link in the description below which will take you to SneakerFiles.com, specifically our Air Jordan release dates page. Now, it was a toss-up between doing a release dates video today or a news video. The news was okay, but I felt that this release dates video would probably be better just for the fact that it's still early on in the month. But also, I do have a little bit of news that I'm going to add in, something I heard months and months back. It might be new to some of you guys, but I may have talked about it a while ago, and the shoes possibly could release this month or early in February. But now, let's get into it. Getting started, there's a couple pairs that I wanted to go over that are expected to release this month. However, there is a possibility that they could drop in February. Now, the first pair is the Air Jordan 7 GS Chlorine Blue. Since this is a GS, it's a grade school exclusive, and they are rumored to release sometime this month, but like I mentioned, it is possible that they drop in February. The retail price will be $140. Now, as for some new information, and this pair is rumored to release this month, and that is the Air Jordan 9 Low. This pair will be specifically releasing for Super Bowl 55. Now, I heard this months and months back, maybe even almost a year ago. So there is a possibility that the shoes are scrapped. But when I was initially told this information, I was told that they were going to release right before Super Bowl 55. So late January possibly. And it would be the Air Jordan 9 Low. Unfortunately, I don't have the color description. I know there was information about an Air Jordan 9 Low releasing in early 2021, but it wasn't linked to the pair that I'm speaking about, at least publicly. But I do believe that that pair will be the Super Bowl release, so if I'm able to find the color description before I finish editing this video, I'll make sure to put a title somewhere on the screen. The first pair with an actual release date is the first colorway of Russell Westbrook's fourth signature shoe, the Jordan Why Not 0.4. Now, this pair is known as Upbringing, and it honors the moments, places, and teams that shape who we become as athletes and individuals. The pair also features print inspired by his high school team in Los Angeles, and they will release on January 6th, and the retail price will be $130. Also, this pair will be available in full family sizing. I'm pretty sure I saw a few places, at least locally, release the Air Jordan 35 Bread early, but they will be releasing at all retailers later on this week. Now, the pair features black, fire red, and reflective silver, and they are scheduled to drop on January 8th. They'll be available in adult sizing, retail price is $180, and grade school sizing, the retail price is $140. The first big release for the month of January is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Volt Gold. Unfortunately, another nickname never took place for this shoe. I think the Volt Gold nickname is a little bland, but I kind of grew on these shoes and I'm seeing that more people are liking them, so this will be a pair that I suspect would sell out. Now, last year or even the year before that, something like this possibly could have sat, but as you guys know, with Jordans, almost everything sells out, especially when it comes to the Air Jordan 1. Now, for the release date, January 9th, they will be available in adult and grade school sizing, so adult sizing will cost $170 and grade school will cost $130. Now, this Air Jordan 1 Mid I saw on Eastbay's release calendar. However, they only have the pair listed in grade school sizing, but they are expected to release in adult sizing, so maybe Eastbay hasn't updated yet, or maybe the adult sizing will release later on. Now, the pair comes dressed in turf orange, black, and white, so just being called turf orange, and the release date is also January 9th. Retail price for adult sizing is $115, while grade school sizing will cost $100. Just past the middle of the month, the Air Jordan 13 Starfish will release. This pair has had several release date changes. I believe they first were scheduled to drop on January 2nd. It's a decent shoe. I'm not a fan of the black on the liner. I'd rather have it white, but that's just me. I know I said that initially when images leaked and a lot of people were fine with the black. It's pretty much the same blocking as the Air Jordan 13 Lucky Green, but for those that want to grab them, January 16th is the date. This pair will also be available in full family sizing. So adult sizing will cost $190, grade school will cost $140, preschool will cost $80, and toddler sizing will cost $60. As we get closer to the end of the month, there will be a lot more releases. Now, I do believe that there's going to be more that will be announced for the first part of the month, or it's possible that dates could get pushed around. Now, the next pair I'm going to go over is the Air Jordan 4 Starfish. This is a women's exclusive release. Now, I wasn't able to confirm if this pair would release in extended women's sizing. However, I don't think that it's going to. When Jordan Brand unveiled their spring lineup, they specifically stated which models would be available in extended women's sizing. I remember one of them being the silver toe, and they didn't make any mention for this pair. Again, this isn't confirmed. I just couldn't find that information yet. Also, the inspiration for this pair comes from space exploration. And just a bit more information, the pair is said to showcase the strength and beauty of the technical materials used in spacesuits. Also, it features a mesh upper. One other unique look is the raw edge construction on the tongue that exposes the foam. Releasing January 21st for $190. The Air Jordan 9 University Gold recently had a release date change, and this pair will be available in full family sizing. Now, I feel that a lot of people like the Air Jordan 9. I didn't know that until recent years. Personally, I like the model, and maybe it's just me, but it seems like there's a bit more hype for the shoe. Maybe not this specific colorway, but the model overall. So the original release date was January 30th, and they've been pushed forward and will now debut on January 22nd. Like I mentioned, this pair will be available in full family sizing. Adult sizing will cost $190, grade school will cost $140, preschool will cost $80, and toddler sizing will retail at $60. Recently unveiled is the Air Jordan 5 Low Chinese New Year. The pair will also be releasing towards the end of the month. So far, I've seen this pair pop up on a few retailers' release date calendars. One of them is Finish Line. I believe the other is Foot Locker. And I haven't seen anything about this pair releasing in grade school sizing, just men's. Although it's possible that they could still drop in grade school and that the release calendars have yet to update. Now, the pair will feature a wear-away upper. You can kind of see the unique designs if you look closely. As well, they come housed in a special box. Dressed in a cell, chili red, opti yellow, and pearl white colorway, this pair drops on January 23rd for $215. Already launched in the Philippines, Titan's Air Jordan 23 and Air Jordan 35 collaboration will release in the States this month. Now, I'm not sure if Titan's website, they still have sizing, but I remember a day, maybe even 2 days after the release, they were just sitting. I wanted to buy the Air Jordan 23, but to have them shipped, it was almost $100, and I thought that was a bit pricey. Decided to wait and see if I can grab them when they hit the States, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It appears that they will be somewhat limited. They should be available on the Sneakers app, but I did see them on Foot Locker's launch calendar, and it's an in-store only release. I'm sure there will be more retailers that will get them. It's just that we're early in January and not every store has updated their release calendars. So as we get closer to the date, I'm sure we'll have more information. Now, as for the release date, January 23rd is when they're going to drop. And the retail price for the Air Jordan 23 is $250, while the Air Jordan 35 will cost you $200. Another pair that I'm excited to pick up is the Air Jordan 4 Taupe Haze. Now, this pair will have a tearaway or wear-away upper, and once the upper is removed, they're rumored to have a metallic silver finish. Now, some of the early on-feet images, it kind of shows the metallic silver, not clearly. I am curious to see how it will look stripped down, because personally, I'm a fan how it looks right here. I know I mentioned that in a previous news video. This pair was also originally scheduled to release in February, I believe February 6th, but the date has been pushed forward and will now debut on January 28th. Again, like most of the releases, it's possible that the date could change, and they will be available in adult and grade school sizing. Adult sizing will cost $200, while grade school sizing will cost $150. Initially scheduled to release on February 27th, the Air Jordan 3 Cool Gray will make its official return on January 30th. This is another pair that appears to have a lot of hype behind it. Obtaining your size might be on the difficult side, but hopefully if you really want them, you're able to get them at retail. If not, and you need to have them, then hopefully resale isn't too high. Personally, if you miss out on the release date, what I would do is I would wait. Possibly restocks will happen at select retailers. But even if you were to buy at resale, you don't want to buy right after the release because that's when the hype is at its highest. I would wait 3 weeks to a month when things cool off and the price would probably drop. Now that usually happens. That really isn't the case with a few shoes like the Kobe 6 Grinch. I believe those have just taken off and they peaked, but they're not dropping, although it's only been a week. But the Air Jordan 1 High OG Mocha, that pair, I don't think it really ever dipped. Maybe small dips, but nothing huge. That's now in the $400 range, so it looks like I'll be passing on that pair. I was planning on getting it at resale, but there's a ton of releases for the first quarter of 2021, so I'm not too worried about that pair. Now, like I mentioned, January 30th is the release date. They will be available in full family sizing, so adult sizing will cost $190, grade school cost $140, preschool cost $80, and toddler sizing will retail at $60. The last pair to go over for the month of January is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Chinese New Year. Currently, there isn't a ton of information. We do have a release date and retail price, that's good, but I couldn't find out if they would also release in grade school sizing. There's a possibility that they won't. I just haven't received confirmation yet. Also, I haven't seen this pair pop up on release date calendars for retailers. So unfortunately, at the time of shooting, I'm not able to give you guys a heads up on where you'll be able to buy. I know even for the Air Jordan 5 Low Chinese New Year, I only listed a few, and I'm sure there's going to be more retailers that will have them than what I just listed. But maybe I'll include that information in an upcoming video, pack it in to a news video on where you can buy those two. And as of now, January 31st is the release date. Very possible it could be pushed forward or back, and the retail price will be $130. And that does it for the Air Jordan release dates for January 2021. Like I mentioned early on in the video, very possible that a release date could change or a new pair gets added in for the month. And in the case that it does, there is a link in the description below which will take you to SneakerFiles.com, the Air Jordan release dates page. That will be updated, also has a ton of releases for 2021. Now before I list my shoes that I plan on picking up, I want to give a big shout out to Taupe's World. If you guys haven't heard of him, I'm sure a lot of you have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description below which will take you to his YouTube channel. He does a lot of live streams as well as reviews. So if you want to find out an upcoming review, definitely check him out. But on his live stream, he does raffles. So I entered into one of his raffles. This isn't the first raffle that I've entered on his channel, but I actually won. I got a pair of the Off-White Air Jordan 5, the black pair coming. So super excited about that. Definitely go check him out. If you're not into doing the raffles, that's totally fine. He has a bunch of reviews. I believe he just dropped a review on the Air Jordan 13 Starfish. Now, as for releases I plan on going after, I think I'm going to get the Volt Gold Air Jordan 1. The pair kind of grew on me. I'm not 100% on them, but I'm close enough to grab a pair in case they go up in price and then I decide later down the road, oh, I really like them, but I don't want to spend this incredible amount of money. Don't worry if I buy them and I don't like them. I don't plan on reselling them. I would just offer them at retail. The Air Jordan 9 University Gold, definitely another nice and clean pair. I regret passing on the Air Jordan 9 University Blue. That was another pair just like the Volt Gold. I wasn't 100% sold on them, and now that they're gone, I wish I picked them up. Other than that, possibly the Titan Air Jordan 23, the Taupe Haze Air Jordan 4, definitely need to get a pair of those. And I would love to get a pair of the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Chinese New Year, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. Let me know in the comment section down below which pairs do you plan on going after this month. And before I get out of here, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.